Thank you, Doosler. Sawless. Yeah, I guess the single biggest time save I think I now have for running against these splits is Mosquito. No, I've actually never had to deal with battery problems in any of my retro game cards, which is very fortunate. Not really, no. Those really kind of short, kind of skip heavy runs don't really interest me too much to do runs of. I think just the fact that they exist and are understood, it's pretty darn cool. Yeah, Omega number here does the Japanese any percent run with the 8 scroll glitch or whatever it's called. I mean, it is possible to replace batteries and cartridges, it's just depending on what kind of cartridge it is. Getting access to where the battery is and kind of replacing it might be kind of difficult, especially if you're not experienced with soldering. Yeah, same. It really does surprise me that I haven't had more issues with like 25-plus-year-old games having batteries go bad. Successfully didn't get guarded. Yeah, I think I knew about the secret treasure room in the Watery Pass, but I don't remember how I found it, if it was like Nintendo Power or just blind luck. ARWX. Well, doing pretty good. Just got a 2-minute, 20-second PB and having another go at it. Split background is the box art for the Wonder Swan remake of this game. Hey, Psychology B. I mean, maybe Japanese runners do. The main problem with the Wonder Swan version is that there's no real way to capture from hardware just because of the nature of the console. I'd be more curious to know if like any Japanese speedrunners have run the mobile version, which is based on the Wonder Swan version. Oh, a French guy actually found a way to capture from Wonder Swan. I just remember Gyre saying that there wasn't any known way to do so. Which is why he's run the Wonder Swan version of Final Fantasy I on emulator. Because there just isn't a way to do it from hardware. Oh, it completely disassembled it. Yeah, I mean, if you know enough to actually just change the nature of the console to output to like a cable instead of to a screen, then where there's a will, there's a way. Double attack the guy. Yeah, I think the main way they've done arcade games at GDQ has been what's called a super gun, which is this adapter where you take the arcade board, the circuit board, and wire it up to this adapter. A catchy soundtrack. It's Uematsu. Guy knows what he's doing. So they just kind of crisper movement through the first world. It's all manipulated. This is where the manipulation ends, though. A reverse engineered NES, dang. Some cleaner menuing here. Actually, I'd like to start skipping this whole HP increasing menu, but for now I'm keep doing it just for safety for the mid-game. Alright, that was better menuing. Stay at the end after doing that so that I actually get the new HP restored. Hey, Shinbreaker. Hey, have yourself a good night. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is the second run. First run was about a 2.5 minute PB. My goal right now is sub 110. My current route and strats. I think at this point, I'm thinking a final goal is a 107 or better. Where I try to get a 107 or better, though, I'll be doing stuff like cutting out the HP potion shopping spree I was just talking about. Because that does eat up a fair bit of time with all the menuing to set it up. Just mean more risk of things going wrong, like during the Seiryu and Byakko fights. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's just from getting slowly but surely getting more familiar with the map layouts. Not having to look at my notes as much and where to go. This category, well, I mean, the English version of this game doesn't really have any major glitches. The, kind of the closest thing would be the Saw, which is, I mean, it's hard to call it a glitch because it just works as far as killing stuff that's stronger than you, but it's also pretty clearly not intended. But beyond that, most of the really major glitches in this game are only on the Japanese version. Like there's one that lets you kind of create meat out of nowhere for really powerful monsters, and another one that lets you do wrong warps to the end. So like the any percent run on the Japanese version's only like 8 minutes or so. Short run. But runs on the English version are pretty much just all really optimized meat evolution routes, and in some cases RNG manipulation of the fights. Yeah, Shinbreaker. Saw will instantly kill anything that's stronger than the user of Saw. Up to and including the final boss. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, Saw is still a thing in the Wonder Swan remake. I think it was something that became infamous enough that they just kept it in the game, even when remaking it. Hey, the dancing bag is going pretty good. It's got a PB in the last run. I'm trying to go for a double. I really need to start getting in the habit of if I get an encounter literally right after saving to just reset immediately. On average, it's going to be a few seconds faster than attempting to run. Alright, have a good one, Sawless. Thanks for stopping by. Best best of luck on the Link's Awakening grind if you're continuing that. Oh yeah, if this was a disc-based game, I'm pretty sure single segment would be the way to go. I hope it's as good as the remake of Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds. Just make extra sure that I'm having the correct character to meet. Have a good one, Alice. Yeah, sometime later this year I'm gonna learn a speedrun of Octopath Traveler, possibly more if I really enjoy it. Yeah, I was never able to get into any of the 3D Zelda games. I especially liked Link Between Worlds. Yeah, the story is not the reason to play Octopath, it's the battle system. I really, really enjoyed it. It's because of being just such a more well-polished version of the Bravely system. Alright, I've already saved a big chunk of time over my PB now. Not getting lost coming back to the tower. I mean, it's a really cool looking speed game too, just because of the open world design. Get in the habit of just doing this right after I get it, because doing the using the orb before finding out that the door is locked skips the text of the seal breaking. Yeah. I actually literally just fixed it too. The soft lock happens if you never actually talk to the creator in the tower through the whole game. For whatever reason, that Causes the game to not load the endgame sequence properly. So talking to him after leaving Seirayu's floor will let me actually finish the game. You have to talk to him at least once before Ashura. Because you can talk to him in the base town after Ashura, but that doesn't count. It has to be before that. And there's two places where it's very convenient to talk to him on the way. There's after Seirayu's floor and right before Ashura. Stray mosquito meat. Ah. Saved 5 seconds despite not getting lost in the whole run around after Seirayu. Hey, have a good night, Nimix. To the host, Silent Hero Live. Hey, Lick Carathos, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. Okay, I'm glad I got that run. I buffered walking instead of stopping. Yeah. 3 times getting trolled by NPCs in this castle. Let's try meat. Hey, Audrey Winter, welcome in. Pretty good. He's got a PB on the run before this and trying for a double. Power of Sphere. A bit of time on encounters. I think I'm about halfway through Brainlord, give or take. Definitely enjoying it so far. I don't really have time to do that tonight, so we'll probably work on that some more next week. Gamer, thank you very much for the host, good sir. How's the suikodening been going? Oh, nice. How much new stuff is there since you last worked on the game? That's Suikoden 2 he's talking about. Yeah, it's the. I haven't actually played any Suikoden games myself yet, but that's the main consensus I've heard, that 2 is where it's at. And everybody from upstream, this is the Final Fantasy Legend, aka the first game in the Saga series. Run of it without the Saw skill, which is the most overpowered attack in the game that can one-shot bosses up to and including the final boss. And at them. So we still need to get and number 2 killed off, so she can be replaced at the next town. Stay on these ruined buildings as much as possible because there's no encounters with Suzaku on. Or anywhere, apparently. just a little bit. This is an invisible town. I'm supposed to read books at a nearby library to find out where it is. Pretty similar speed Suzaku fight to my PBs. Not exceptionally fast, but not like a train wreck either. Alright, time to go get some plutonium to create the 1.21 gigawatts needed to destroy Suzaku's force field. I know I had some pretty bad luck getting the Evil Eye meat drop. That will not be the case this time. Hey, the Mystic. Nope. I think we're now officially losing time off a not great split. That was disappointing. Oh, maybe I'm not actually gonna lose time. In fact, we're gonna gold by over a minute, despite terrible meat luck. I guess I must have just had a very good world trick. Now we're on sub 110 pace, at least for now. And I did also reset more aggressively if I got encounters immediately after saving, which I think does add up a little bit. Yeah, I was not expecting that last one to be gold after it took like 5 attempts to get the evil eye meat. But I'm not complaining. This has been a good Shinjuku subway station so far. That one hurts a bit though. I was literally just pressing the button to save when I got that encounter. Same mirror. Okay, I ran that. Oh yeah, the magician sprite in this game became Apollo in the sequel. Just like this slime field sprite that I'm using right now is Mr. S in 2. A mosquito is just a forced encounter you have to do in order to join Byaku's army. I will not be attending GDQ Express. I don't have the time off from work to go to a 4th marathon in the same year, unfortunately. Plus, it's pretty inconvenient and expensive for me to go to the West Coast. Not used to the hero being alive at this point. Really, he's so weak at this point, it really doesn't matter which attack I use. We're great. Oh, thanks, the Mystic. Appreciate it. And just for perspective, I think a 58 or a 59-minute run would be about on par with the Japanese record. I'm still a fair bit away from that. With these big PBs I'm getting. I talked to the creator after Seiryu about half an hour ago. With these strategies, there's quite a bit of RNG. If you run the game single segment, then you can actually RNG manipulate everything, and then it kind of getting record is more about how good your manipulation is and how fast you can execute it than anything else. But with doing save and reload manipulation like this, then there's a pretty hefty amount of RNG with just how many encounters I get and how quickly I can get out of them. Bits of RNG with stuff like some of the bosses and meat drops. Hey Shentak, thank you. Yeah, that one random out-of-bounds spike. A lot of golds in this run, I like it. Can you climb out? Why, yes. Well, Ashura shows up in a lot of Squaresoft RPGs. Like, he's in all 3 of the Final Fantasy Legend games. He gets demoted too. Like, he's a major antagonist in this game. In Legend 2, he's the antagonist of kind of the first major story arc, and then in Legend 3, he's just a toady for another boss called Chaos. Alright. My hero is now Death incarnate in the form of Beholder. Yeah, these games are the start of a series called Saga. They were called Final Fantasy in the West just to boost sales, basically. It's going to petrify the rest of the Fiendry fights to, both because it's fast and also to conserve melt charges for the final boss. I don't think the Legend games are really any more connected to each other than in Final Fantasies. Like in Legend 3, there's a minor cameo by the family from Legend 2, of which you are part of, but that's about it. Yeah, it reminds, either Mystic Quest or just FF1. In this, you're going up instead of down. Yeah, a boss rush I don't think is really that common in RPGs, although, there's plenty of RPGs that do it. Like FF1, Mystic Quest, Gaia, this game. Like Legend 2 and 3 don't have boss refights. I haven't decided if I'm getting FF8 Remaster. I'm gonna wait and see how much people like or dislike it. No, I didn't, just because I don't have a Switch or any real interest in getting one at this point. Definitely going to be getting Trials of Mana HD whenever that comes out. Pretty sweet. Yeah, the SD3 remake isn't going to be Switch only, it's going to be on PC and all modern consoles. I don't really care that much about not being able to play the collection, given that I have all 3 games already through other means. That's pretty darn cool, though, to be able to play classic games like that with your kids. When there's a co-op element too. Wow, this is... no shenanigans with the creator. This is gonna blow away my sub 110 goal. I did nothing 2 turns in a row again. I love how he's an attack called Repent. Nice. Well, that is BB. Blowing away my sub 110 goal too. We might have to start going for 105 or better too. Also, probably time to start looking into skipping the HP potions in World 2 for the humans. Just skipping all of that feels like it should probably save over a minute in menuing. Of course, the downside is that then there's some fights in the mid-game that are going to be riskier. Well, I mean, I started tonight's stream with a 1:13:56, I think, maybe. That's 6.5 minutes almost an improvement. I mean, a lot of that's just getting more familiar with the run and the maps and stuff, but again, just for perspective, I feel like a sub-hour time would be on par with the Japanese record. It's hard to directly compare just because of text speed differences, but just comparing like the Japanese any percent with SAW record to the North American one, I kind of feel like talking about a 4 to 5 minute difference in favor of Japanese text. See you again.